I'm talking about why I like site making with the ARTAS iX. So site making, for those of you who don't know, site making is when you make individual openings in the scalp for the purpose of placing transplanted hairs there. These sites can be made either with a scalpel, a mini blade, or with the end of a needle. Now, where there's no hair, you're going to just put little individual openings there. But the trickier part is, what do you do when you have someone who's missing some hair? Let's say 25, 50%, 75% of your hair, and you still have existing hairs there. Normally what you do is you put on your magnification, you look, and you make individual sites in between that. In some patients, though, it can be kind of tricky. They may have a little individual hair going through there, an anagen, and another one in telogen, and you're looking for where you can place space there. These patients clearly have see-through. They have less than 25 grafts or 25 hairs per square cm. However, not enough openings where it's really easy to kind of make these sites. So what the ARTAS iX does, and this is the newest version, it maps the head, and you put on this little border around where you plan on making your sites. And then what happens is it'll kind of come up with a density of what needs to be done. It'll tell you how many hairs you could potentially put there. And then as it starts making sites, it identifies the existing hairs, preserves, this is really important, preserves those existing hairs and goes on from there. So I think it's a really nice addition for those patients who have hair and you're trying to get more denser hair through there. It's the only approach I know of that really preserves those hair. And the cool thing about this is all objective ways of doing this, where you're having less issues of trying to just kind of plow in between and do that. What I see from some patients is they get these massive quotes from surgeons, and they say, I went to a doctor and they quoted me 2,000 hairs, 3,000 hairs, and they're only going to do the front, handful of hairs, and I already have hair there. Like, what's going on there? I think what's happening is doctors are just kind of assuming those hairs are all going to die, and they just plow in and put a bunch of hairs there. I don't think that's the best approach. I think you want to preserve as many hairs as you can, and I think you can preserve and hold on to hairs with a variety of things, including pharmacological, nutraceutical, lifestyle, laser, and a bunch of other changes. You can try to hold on to those hairs, including PRP and exosomes. And then you try to place those hairs around those existing hairs and preserve for as long as you can. So super excited about ARTAS iX site making, and I hope more of my patients, when they're coming in, will be open to the idea.